Hey everyone, PianoManChuck here. So the NAMM 2025 show this year was exceptional. It's probably the biggest show for keyboard releases I have been to yet, or at least in a long time. So if you're a keyboard player, a pianist, anything like that, this was a dream come true for you. There's so much new stuff, and if you've been to a NAMM show before, you know you can't do everything in one day. You can barely even do it in 2 days. 2 days is all I had at the show. So here's what I've got in the 2 days. Now, in the 2 days I was there, I've already released 4 major full-featured reviews by the manufacturer's reps for the Dexibell S2, the Nord Organ 3, the Roland V Stage, and what's new at Korg. So those 4 things I won't be covering in this video because I did full featured videos on those already. So look at the description. I'm going to put links in the description for that. So we're going to go in alphabetical order as usual, and we're going to start with Casio. Now, Casio has 2 new home pianos, the Casio APS-200 and the APS-750. Now, the S200 goes for something like $999, just under $1,000. It's 40 watts of power. It's really a cool piano, and it even comes with the stand. It's a furniture-based stand. The APS-750 does even more, has even more sounds. It goes for about $1,300, somewhere around there. Now, here's the news about Casio. Every year they're introducing something new with the home piano market. Now, as far as like the Casio PX560, which is now 10 years old, and the Casio PX5S, which is now 12 years old. Every year we've been wanting, or looking for a successor to those, or some kind of improvement, something in the pro market, and we've not gotten it. And I've talked to Mike Martin every year, and he says he's talking to Casio Japan, so they make the decisions. Mike tries to influence them to keep going with the Pro Series, but it looks like Casio at this point in time has changed direction and they are pursuing the home market. So it looks like Casio is strictly going to be a home market manufacturer. And if they do something with the pro market, that remains to be seen. But so far, after 10 years, I'd say it's a pretty safe bet that they are through with the pro market. Very unfortunate, but then again, Casio excels at pretty much everything they do, so you can bet that if you're looking for something in the home market, you're going to get one of the best values for your buck with that. Okay, next up, alphabetically, is Dexibell, and we already covered that in a major feature video. See the link in the description below, but basically it's the Dexibell S2, which is basically the S10 in a portable 68-key battery-operated casing, and it is just so cool. You've got to see that video. Check the description for the links. They also introduced the Classico L4, which is their newest organ model. All right, inMusic, which represents Akai, Alesis, and others. There was a whole bunch of different brands that they have there, and it's impossible to go over everything, so I'm just telling you there are new brands, and you can see the pictures below. Kawai doesn't really release anything on a regular basis, but they have released, this was last year, the Kawai ES60, but it hasn't been out yet, so now it's finally out, the Kawai ES60. It is Kawai's least expensive digital piano to get into at $499. It's a bargain, especially for a Kawai. A Korg, that's another one we covered in depth already. And there's such a big, huge number of new Korg products available. You've got to see that feature video. And again, the links are in the description, so go ahead and check that out. Kurzweil, now they announced the K2061 and K2088 last year, and up until now it looked like it was vaporware, but it is finally out, and I'm going to try and get my hands on a review model for that as well. So basically, they're the same thing, but the K2061 is a 61 key keyboard, and the K2088 is a 88 key keyboard. Now, Kurzweil is also going after the home market, and they have home keyboards like the KAP1. Now, Medeli, that's another brand, not just producing pianos, but they also produce key actions, just like Fatar does, that are used by other brands. Now, Medeli has also produced a key action that's used by Kurzweil, and they used it in their SP6. And it's used in a lot of other pro keyboards as well. I think Korg even used one. But basically, they have their own great low-cost keyboards and arrangers. Nord, that's another one. They've got the new Nord Organ 3 and the Nord Piano 6. I'll be reviewing both of them as soon as they come into this country, and I get a hold of one of each. So basically, that's another one that was a full featured video. Check the links in the description, and you'll get the bottom line on each of those. Now, Rhodes, it's another one everybody was waiting on. They've got the new Rhodes Stage 61 Compact. It's an alternative to the full-fledged Rhodes MK8 at just $7,000. What a bargain. Oh my God, 61 keys, Rhodes. I don't know who's going to pay that kind of money, but I guess there are going to be people that will. Also, there's a 73 key sibling for even more money. And again, you got the Rhodes Mark 8, which is super expensive, but it's got those tine reeds. It's really amazing to look at, amazing to hear. But if you don't want to spend the money on the Rhodes hardware, you can do the next best thing and get the Rhodes software plugins. You've got the Rhodes V8 Pro plugin for $209.95 US, or the Rhodes V8 plugin for $179.95 US. All right, Roland up next. We already did a full featured video on the V Stage. Check the links below in the description for that and check it out. It's very impressive. Basically, the V Stage is kind of meant to compete with Nord's Stage 4, which it doesn't quite do, and I will be comparing both of those. I have a Nord Stage 4 here. I'll be getting a review unit for the Roland V Stage. I'll review that thoroughly, and we'll compare both, and you'll see why the Roland doesn't quite go ahead and compete with the Stage 4, but it is a worthy competitor nonetheless. Again, see the link in the description for the full featured video on that. Studiologic. They came out with the SL88 GT Mark II controller at just $999.95 US. And this is a bargain. This has the TP400 wood key action, and it is MIDI 2 ready. Now, Viscount, they have the new Viscount Legend 1, which is a 61 key organ and more. It's basically a stage piano, and you'll see some of the pictures below along with a sample of what the piano sounds like. Yamaha, they're always coming out with something new, but what I got there was the PSR SX920 and the PSR SX720 Arranger keyboards. Going back alphabetically, what I missed was Donner. I did not get a chance to make it to their booth this year, but they always have something new and they've got the coolest looking new products. So check out Donner for yourself. Go to donnerdeals.com and you can see what they've got new. But basically, that's it for now. There's a lot more stuff that happened at NAMM other than keyboards. I'll do that in another video, but right now, this should suffice. And again, make sure that you check the links in the description so that you can check out the Dexibell S2, very awesome, the Nord Organ 3, the Roland V Stage, and all the new products at Korg. So, Piano Man Chuck with ongoing NAMM 2025 coverage. More to come. Piano Man Chuck. Peace out. Thanks for watching.